Why is this week's video so late? Technically, this is last week's video. The reason, this plus this equals... As my demographic is largely made up of an uneducated audience of 13 to 15-year-old girls, I'm aware that you probably wouldn't have caught last week's Newsnight, seeing as it isn't on any of the various Disney channels and doesn't feature Jonas Brother. I didn't either, to be fair. I was busy filming an ironic twist on the viral video, First Kiss. I'll give you the highlights as a catch-up. Just call me the fly player, because I'm fly in the hip-hop sense, not in the aeronautical or insectual ways. And I'm a player. I've had sex with at least 3 people. In your family. So Noel Edmonds, dressed as a lion with its chin dipped in a chocolate fondue, was on Newsnight chatting about how the BBC should put their shows online, like Netflix.
There will be the right time to do that. But we believe that the BBC is sleepwalking its way to destruction, and the BBC will be lost to Britain. And we do not.
While this took place, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, was busy working out ways to make this country even worse. #Budget 2014.
A 90% tax on all sandwiches not partially made up of Dijon mustard. Massive allowances for anyone willing to play bingo whilst working hard, buying homes to let, and being born before 1980. A tax on anyone not clean-shaven. A tax on being a living children's television presenter from between the 1950s and the 1990s. They do make up the vast majority of prison bills, to be fair.
No sense that his beard was in danger, and that's why he came forward and made his voice heard.
Ooh, Noel's gone mad. He's Richard Branson's runty brother. Why don't you go and get back in one of your boxes, Noel? Is what the press have said. It's cheap humour, and I, for one, am not impressed. Let's talk about Jeremy P. Conveniently shaved the week Noel was on. Coincidence? I think not.
Born before 1980, the future face of bingo, famously a fan of Dijon mustard. It all added up. I realised that George Osborne is in fact just Jeremy Paxman dressed up and in character as Mr. Bean. Think about it. When I realised, it was the biggest shock I'd had since my name appeared on Lindsay Lohan's notorious celebrity sex list.
You should trust Noel. He has a beard. Noel is one of the few Radio 1 presenters from the 70s and 80s who's still allowed to open the young person's fiction department at your local library or cut the ribbon at a new primary school. Sorry, I meant the Pret-a-Manger where your local library once was, and the Fiscal Borstal where key learning objectives are laid out nice and clearly in a vigorous set of examinations for 4 to 5-year-olds. Noel is the one man with a direct line to this country's most wealthy banker, and he negotiates with him daily between the hours of 3:30pm and 4pm on Channel 4. So what if he wants to rename the BBC Noel's Broadcasting Corporation? Personally, I think NBC sounds pretty catchy.
When you say we, you have got a consortium of people together, have you? Yes. Project Wreath, as we call it, predates everything that's recently happened for the BBC.
Project Reef's board is notable for its inclusion of Noel's spiritual orbs, who occupy the heads of finance and strategic development positions. But some of you out there may know 1 or 2 other public figures with a finger in the pro-Reef pie.
Maybe it's Gaz off Geordie Shore. It's not Gaz off Geordie Shore. Lembit Opic.
Miley Cyrus, because she's probably relevant this week.
Is it me? Oops, the cat's out the bag. Now let the kitty purr.
How did I get involved in Project Reef? I was browsing the cottaging tab on Craigslist looking for a mini break to the Cotswolds or similar destination, and Mr. B. Lobby replied to my ad and we arranged to meet in a car park in Epsom Forest. From there we began to plan, and before I knew it I signed up to co-own a great new private organisation.
Not a cult.
We're looking to save this country from itself and for some reason reopen the Blobby World theme park in Leicester.
Now that I've said it's not a cult, it sounds like it definitely is a cult, but I promise, it's probably not a cult. At worst, it's a shadowy organisation with ulterior motives and a dependency on literature related to the science of cosmic ordering, okay? Completely normal. It's Project Reef because it's like Reef with a W, because you lot will need those when we kill your firstborns, which is actually on the Reef budget for 2015. Let me break down the Reef budget for you. We'd love a tax on mentioning or ownership of the Kardashians, unless any of them are available to join Project Reef. Licence fees will be replaced by an obligatory donation related to the number of prongs on a household's aerial. Every programme will contain Lorraine Kelly in a bear costume, especially Crime Watch. Tweets to the NBC will be charged at a rate of £3.49 per character, and double for hashtags. Terrence Shorte will be the new host of Newsnight. Not really a budget thing, but worth a punt. We need to go bigger than the BBC. We need to be the government. This time, listen to Russell Brand, voice of the youth. So what? He's a 37-year-old man. I'm 42. Tracy Beaker, 68. Ed Sheeran, born in 1874. Don't vote in 2015 and wait for us to buy you out entirely. Vote Reef. And if you don't do what I say, then Mr. B Lobby will walk the earth like the giant marshmallow man at the end of Ghostbusters. Say hello to Blobzilla. A fictional mountain at the foot of where the original Blobby theme park was will erupt, and those of us who've been putting money into Project Reef will be saved by aliens from the planet Blob. Noel isn't in charge. He never has been. He's just the face. A beautiful, sexy, hairy man face. It's gonna be a 9/11 of irritating daytime TV fun. Right, I'm off to do a no-makeup selfie for breast cancer. Not for breast cancer. I don't want it. Little known fact, men can actually get the big C of the tit. So, also, feminism equals equality. So chill out, Beyonce, and let me take a flattering, sexy, au naturel photo of myself and post it on all of the obvious social networking sites. Laters, internets. No, that's not hot enough. There we go, uploaded. Hashtag Terrence, hashtag looking ill, hashtag no makeup selfie, hashtag glam, hashtag swag, hashtag going out tonight, hashtag been working out. Shit, I've got to say it's for cancer research. Oh well.